Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, or whenever you are watching me live, or this video for that matter. We are going live on 4 different platforms. So please bear with me when I'm not responding to your comments when I am broadcasting. Do you want your business to be the one which voice assistants are reading out, just like this? Hey Google, where is the nearest pizza place?
The address for Pizza Express is Designer Outlet, 2 Almondvale South, Livingston EH54 6QP.
There you go. Do you want your business? Listen on. Hey Google, who's the nearest Reiki therapist?
I found a few Reiki therapists near you. The first one is Martin Henk, Advanced Remedial Sports Massage Therapist at 23 Kirkfield West, Livingston.
Thank
The
you.
second one is Moira's Reiki Room at 146 Nigel Rise, Livingston.
Thank
The
you.
third one is Joyful Living Therapies at 7 Carrick Gardens, Livingston.
Hey Google, stop. This is what voice search is all about. Okay, I did a live last week about how to prepare your website to be read by these voice assistants. That is more important. When you have a website, you've got to prepare your website so that it performs in the Google search. Remember, Google search only performs with the first ranking websites. Whereas today, when I read out these questions to my voice assistant, what she said is more to do with local SEO. It is for local businesses. It was a little bit of trial and error of me going backwards and forwards when I am broadcasting live. However, this is more important. This is to explain to you what the concept is all about, what I'm going to talk. Okay, last week we saw about voice searches. If you have not seen that video, I will link that video if you're on YouTube. I'll link that video on the info card after this video or broadcast finishes. However, listen to me, please. One of the things which voice searches are becoming very popular is because more and more people are getting these smart speakers as their gifts, and also voice has become a lot more convenient, and voice recognition technology has become very improving and evolving than it used to be before. Let me tell you, share my screen and talk to you about what I mean by that, and then I'll go in detail. Share my screen. Give me 2 seconds, people. I am all alone here doing my presentation. If you don't see me, just don't worry. I will come back after I've stopped the sharing. This is for local businesses. What is a voice assistant and how you can use in your business, or smart speakers, how you can use. That's what this presentation is all about today. Voice assistants take voice commands, and it is more conversational. If you've not heard, many people talk about, or SEO experts talk about, long tail keywords, long tail keywords, long tail keywords. If you don't understand that, it is means a keyword which is more than one word. It's in a longer form, and it is more conversational, not just chopped off. You get, there are connectors, there are explicits, and all of that. So please have long tail keywords as keywords when you're creating your content. Okay, what are the voice assistants? These are the 4 voice assistants who are very famous. For me, my Google is really my friend. So Siri, this is the start of everything. Siri, Apple Siri, and Amazon's Alexa, Google's Google Home. Cortana is Microsoft's. Let me talk about voice search and voice commands. There are two different things. I will tell you what it is. You should be more concentrating on voice search than voice actions. But as a business, as you grow old, as your business grow old, I'm gonna get this chopped off. This is the difficulty of doing a live and doing a video, isn't it? You can chop the wrong sayings out of your video. So these are the four voice assistants. Okay, so as your business grows, you can create voice actions, and I'll talk to you a little bit about this. And this is more about voice search than voice action, this presentation. So longer keywords, I told you about longer keywords based around conversation, as if you're asking someone a question. You're asking your friend, where can you go for pizza, or where can you find a pizza place, or where can you find your florist, where can you go to Reiki. It's kind of more conversation based when it comes to voice assistance. So I've got V and WR problems, so please bear with me on that account as well. So, as I said, voice actions are different from voice search. So, in this presentation, we are going to talk about voice search. Where do these voice assistants get information from? This is the key. This is the core information. After you've prepared your website in such a way that your website is coming up, or your business is coming up using local SEO and other aspects, uh, you can use these voice assistants. You can find where these voice assistants are getting information from. One of the best ways to get, even if you don't have website, okay, please, even if you don't have a website, you can create your Google My Business, which is very key for the local SEO. Google My Business and Google Maps are the key to your local business. So when you create them, you automatically come up in your local search when someone is searching for nearer, near me, or nearest, or those keywords, which they are, because these voice search or voice assistants or voice enabled searches look for the local information, or where you are, and then gives you the information. If you are being paranoid, then we can't help you. Okay, you are being monitored. You've got to be safe online, but you cannot be paranoid that people are going to come and get you. Okay, so please bear that in mind when you are setting up your business. Especially solopreneurs are so scared that they don't reveal certain information, or they don't set it up properly in certain ways. So speak to people. Sorry about, there is some car going on. It's, if that noise is annoying you, I can't help it, sorry. So please bear in mind when you set up your Google My Business or Google Map location, how effectively you can set it up so that your privacy is not being invaded. So where do these voice assistants get information from? Is Alexa, which is the major one. Even though Siri has got more market share as a phone, as a smartphone, Alexa has got more market share when it comes to smart speakers. And I strongly believe that they are the ones who are going to do voice shopping a lot faster. I mean, they still have that feature, a lot faster than any other shoppers or e-commerce sites. So that's where it'll be first, or it'll come first. God, I can get my English right. That'll be great. Anyway, Cortana relies on Amazon's landscape or Amazon's ecosystem to get more information from. Let me go back a bit. Alexa gets information from Yelp, Bing, and Yext. Okay, these are the three search engines where Alexa gets the information from. Whereas Cortana is the same because it relies on Amazon's ecosystem, so it is going to bring the information from that ecosystem, right? So that is what Cortana. If you ask me what is Cortana, it is a Microsoft voice assistant. So it can be activated saying, "Hey Cortana," then it gives you the information. At the moment, Microsoft, even though Bing is related to Microsoft, related to Microsoft in a way, or MSN is related to Microsoft in a way. So they get these information from those searches, but not many Microsoft phones or phone which has got OS system, Microsoft OS as part of it. Please don't let me confuse you. So I do give too much information which might confuse people. So that's what Cortana does. And Siri gets information from Yelp, Apple Maps, and other Apple assets, because if they've stored data, such as when you set up iTunes, you set up your um, whole details. You have to give your payment details and all of that. So Apple assets is one of those things. Again, Apple pay is already there, so they would be another company to look out for shopping, voice shopping as well. So what is a oh god, I'm just going in a and Google Assistant gets information from obviously Google landscapes and ecosystem, and Google search extensively. Remember, Google search is and Google search and Google YouTube gets first and second position as the largest search engines. So they get most of their information from their own assets. That is why video, if you've got a video about your brand account, not on your personal account, on your brand account on YouTube, that is for another day, what is brand account and personal account. But trust me, if you've got YouTube brand account and it has been optimized very well, then your video could come up in your search. So if you're a business owner who doesn't have a website right now, and um, and you're struggling, you're thinking, I can't come up in Google searches, then get that fear out of your mind. Okay, go set up Google My Business. If you need any help, come to me or comment me. I'll guide you. And the second thing which you could do is go and set up YouTube brand account so that you've got more benefits of that account being more visible, and create videos consistently so that you can go up a lot quicker on the Google search. I hope I'm making sense when I say these. So let's talk about. Told you about what is voice search and how you could optimize your business, local business, as for voice search. There are three things which you need to take into account: local SEO. The second one is if you've got a website, be very go change your website and make sure that website is enabled for voice searches. If you don't have website, go and set up Google My Business. Okay, and someone is going to come and say to me, "Oh, I've got a website. I not need Google My Business?" Yes, of course. Any business you need Google My Business. If you have not claimed your business, go and please claim your business and set up the right details. Otherwise, someone else is going to claim your business. Don't let that happen. And the third thing is get these rich assets, like rich snippets on your on your website, or answering some questions in your YouTube video, or creating a post or services on your Google My Business, so that that appears. Okay, what is Google Action? For this, it's more specific intent based. It is more brand based. Where can I find certain thing? Okay, where can I find a pizza restaurant, or where can I find a florist? Where it is more specific intent when the search is being enabled. And then when you've got an action, for example, what is on my calendar would be a very specific intent. I'm asking my voice assistants to say to me to answer what is the weather is another voice action. When I ask my smart speaker or my voice assistants on my phone or laptop or my Google search, wherever. So that is what is the difference between Google search and Google action. And then voice actions in some instances rely on voice search specificity as well. So your website is right and set up properly. It does need website. It cannot rely on Google My Business, because Google My Business is more specific to Google. So other assistants might not pick up. So you've got to have a website in which is being optimized for all search engines. Okay, I hope I'm making sense. Okay, if I'm not, I do talk sometimes fast and my accent is almost hybrid. I can't even find out. People are so confused about my accent. So please come back to me if you've got any question whatsoever. And Siri, where does Siri gets information from? Siri gets information from Apple shortcuts. You can, again, you need these developer kits for voice actions. You need developer kits to create these specific small program. Okay, it's a small program and it's very specific to their own brand because they've used their, you get it from iOS developer kit. Apple shortcuts, you can create Apple shortcuts using using, there are other pre-made shortcuts available. You can explore that as well when it comes to Apple shortcuts. You can, there are many developers, open source developers who have created these shortcuts. You can take it and use it on your benefit. One of the best things is I was looking for a shortcut for my for setting up, when I take notes on my notes, for someone is saying something, and instead of opening my calendar, I would just write it down, saying I've got meeting with X at X time X at a venue. So I wanted a voice shortcut, Apple shortcut, where it takes that particular command from my notebook page or notes page and put it in my calendar, Apple calendar. So for that I was looking for this Apple shortcut instead of creating, so I found one as well. So and then you may have to tweak it, all of that. So don't get, let me scare you, but have this in your mind so you can think about when you grow as a business. You can think about these these programs or these ideas to take it forward. Hey Google obviously has got Google Actions framework as its command framework.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Sorry about this. So yeah, it's got Google Actions. I've got Google Home at the back, so I just can't help it. Google Actions as the framework, and Alexa. This won't create any problems of my um, assistant waking up. Alexa has got Alexa's skills framework, and again, like shortcuts, they've got quite a few programs which has already been predefined, which you can take it and tweak it for your business as well. Please hire a developer if you're not very techie savvy, and let them do what you are looking for. And then I told you about Cortana using Alexa ecosystem, so they use Alexa skills. So, what are the companies which are, who are using, who are adopted voice actions? Just Eat, which is a train line. YouTube has got voice search and also voice actions. And Netflix as an, what is the difference between voice action and voice search is, for example, um, you, if it's a search based, which you're, what is a, if I'm asking YouTube, hey YouTube or YouTube, go click the microphone button and say, um, how do I, what is SEO? It could be more specific voice action or voice search, sorry, voice search. And if I say play music by someone or Prince or to YouTube, then it plays that song. That is a voice action. Am I making sense here? But of course, YouTube actions you would create using Google framework, Google Actions. And Netflix, again, you can search for movies and all of that sorts. Spotify, and also Prime is using, Amazon Prime is using that as well. So this is not the exhaustive list. This is some of the big brands who are using voice search. Okay. Oh my God, I've been 20 minutes, 21 minutes. I do talk a lot. So that is what voice search is all about. This is not the exhaustive training on how you can set up voice search, but if you sort out the tips which I've given it to you in the session and the other video, you would be in a better place. Voice search is becoming quite prevalent as we are having speakers, and when we are driving, going to a new place, we asking, some of us, I take, that's not right, is it? I take my Google Home to when I go and go to hotels or somewhere where I've got to stay for longer. I do take my voice assistant with me. So that happens, in Siri is another thing which we've got. It's on the phone. If you've got Android, you've got a Google Home in the Android. You can enable them, or most of the phones come enabled. And you've got Microsoft Phone. You've got Microsoft Cortana on, and if you've got Amazon Alexa doesn't have a phone as such, but if they've got that other smart devices of Alexa, then you can use Alexa phone as sorry, Alexa, use Alexa voice assistant. God, please, I do talk too much. That's all I've got to share with you today. If you've got any doubts, please do put it in comments. I will try to answer it as soon as I get it. And then next week, I am planning on talking about keyword research. Again, there is a video on keyword research, but I'm going to talk about from voice search perspective. Oh no, I'll write a blog on it. Anyway, next week is next week. I will let you all know. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you have not liked my Facebook page, please do like my Facebook page, and LinkedIn profile. Send me customized message invite. I will take on board and add you as my friend. Thank you very much, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.